Hey everybody, this is Cynthia Reed, and it's about not quite 8 o'clock. Well, actually it's 8:30. Time flies. Eastern time. And I wanted to get on here to, first of all, those of you who see this, thank you, because it means a lot to feel valued. As a matter of fact, there are so many people who value different things, and it just depends on who you value and why you value them. Hi, Miss Annetta, good to see you. This morning, and we usually do it every other Monday, especially since I've recovered, praise the Lord, from my very serious illness that lasted about 4 months for me to recuperate and get back to where I feel like a regular person again. I say regular because it was hard. It's hard when I know I can talk now. I don't take it for granted at all because I couldn't say 3 words without being totally out of breath. And hi, Debbie, how you doing? One of our people who joined us on our ARC Creation Riverboat and Underground Railroad Freedom Experience last week. Man, did we have a time. But getting back to the whole idea of value, we just finished up a series on partnerships and communication. It was about 5 weeks or so that we did on Motivational Monday, which comes on every Monday morning. It's a part of our business family, and we're kind of different because we're a very spiritual, God-grounded business travel family. And we talked about partnerships that work, the 5 elements that do that. We have those on recording, but I have been so busy that I haven't had a chance to actually do anything with it. But cutting to the chase, the next series starting next Monday, before our partner out in D.C. area, Vanessa Farmer, comes back and takes over, alternating every other Monday. I think she'll be back on the 22nd of May. But we told her we would cover her 6 weeks for her. And that's what we do. We cover each other in love and support whatever we can do. But anyway, the next one will be on value. And I don't like looking at the news a whole lot, but I couldn't help but see a very disturbing article that I'm not going to mention. I'm sure you'll see it. Evil is all over the world. We live in a fallen world because of disobedience to God. End of statement. And this one happened to be, it caught my eye because it happened in Ohio today. And there's an article, it's a news magazine or news link, I guess everything's a website now, called the Daily Beast. I don't like that word either, but that's what they call it, the Daily Beast. There was a black server who was literally put down and not respected and valued by a group of people who were not too bright, we'll just call them that. And it hurt this person to have to feel that kind of pain. Now, I love little animals, okay? We don't own one, but we used to when our kids were small, and we're so busy now we couldn't really take care of a pet the way a pet needs to be taken care of. But I don't like it when people abuse animals, and I see so much effort for pet rescues and things of that nature. Why can't we rescue humanity with the truth and with kindness? Because what happened to this server, who was a black server, serving people who were just downright mean and nasty? It hurt my heart to read it. I had to stop reading the article. And my husband said he doesn't like to see news like that. I said, that's one reason why I'm glad we went through the Underground Railroad Freedom Center. Because it doesn't just all talk about the bad parts. It talked about how good came from the bad. And so I'm here to tell you that whenever something bad is happening to you or in your life or to someone that you love and you care about, there's some good that'll come out of that, but you got to have the right attitude. We got to have an attitude of love and respect, not loving what people did. My goodness, they nailed Jesus to a cross. It was an execution, not just a crucifixion. They pulled out his hair, his beard. They whipped him with tarred up glass, and it just abused him to the point of where he died for us, and we weren't even on the earth yet. So that's a clue on how do you treat people? How do you approach people? If you're having such a jacked up, messed up, stinking thinking day, stay away from people and pray about it if you can. But sometimes there are some people who don't even believe in prayer. And that's another thing. If you don't believe in it, What good can it do you? But we who are believers still need to pray for people because, we all had our low moments, made major mistakes in life. Some of us care not to admit it, but it's between you and God. Fine. Get it right. Get it right because nobody's living a long time anymore. The shooting in Texas, people are losing their mind. It's hard. People are afraid to say anything to anyone. So this is why you have to be grounded in God and know the Spirit by the Spirit. Even at the rummage sale where we were at the senior center, I personally and my husband could sense some negative spirits in there, and we didn't even say a thing to them. And there were other people who came through and they were so bubbly and happy and bright and caring. And that's the type of thing. Whatever you exude from your spirit, you'll attract the like. And what isn't coming from someone else, that I guess you could say a negative person, if they're able to be approachable, make sure you don't get taken down. It's like trying to help a drowning person and they're pulling you down to drown you too. So you got to be careful because even Jesus said, don't say certain things to certain people. Do this, but don't do that. Go here, but don't go there. So we have to have that spirit of discernment. But everyone, I'm telling you, I'm just so happy that we were able to, in the midst of all the damage that's going on in the world with people and living creatures, because we're all fearfully and wonderfully made, I'm so glad that there is a circle of people here in this little community here, Yorktown, Indiana, Muncie, Indiana. Yeah, everybody's got problems, but I'm glad there's a circle of people that we can reach out and say hello to, and they reciprocate, and they're just showing kindness. So that's all I want to do. Value kindness, because the next 7 weeks of our series on The View, we're going to view a variety of ideas to enhance wealth, and wealth is personal, inner wealth, not physical. Yeah, physical wealth can help too, help change a lot of problems with the right people and the right money in the right hands. But I'm just saying that I'll be posting, usually our friend Marilyn, who kind of manages all of the things that we do here for The View, because it comes on Monday through Friday and different speakers. My husband and I do it on Mondays, and every other Monday starting again on the 22nd of May. But she sends us recordings, and we get feedback from people. That was good. I really like that. And all Kenny and I, all we're doing is just talking and sharing our heart and using some text and facts and resources, but we don't want it to sound like a seminar. We want it to sound like a conversation with people that we think would appreciate a good word, a positive word, what we have to say. So having said that, I'm going to let you guys go. There was one webinar that actually got canceled because nobody showed up. They're probably watching the NBA. But when you commit to something, you do the best you can to honor the commitment of the person that you said you're going to be there for. And our friend, wonderful person out in D.C., Brian Austin. Brian, if you're hearing this, this is for you. Man, you're an awesome person. Kenny and I adore the fact that you are giving your time to help people learn how to travel better for less and how to heal relationships by bringing them together with a product that actually doesn't have to cost a whole lot if you know how to do it. So anyway, this is Cynthia Reed. I'm going to finish my protein shake because it was a few hours ago I came from Planet Fitness, so that's why I look kind of mussy here. Mussy, maybe a little musty too, and a little mussy. But I'm just going to say Happy May. Feel free and go to betterthandonuts.com and click About the Reads. You can see that we are getting ready to do some other things too that we used to do pre-COVID, which is actually go out and speak to churches, groups, organizations, anyone that wants to know about how to fundraise for their nonprofit with travel without breaking the bank. So, having said that, I'm going to let y'all go. Love you, Annetta, who was actually our first travel customer 17 years ago. Didn't know what the heck I was doing, but she and her husband, God rest his soul, had a great time. And Debbie, thank you again for just being a part of that amazing, amazing experience that we had. We're going to do it again in August the 29th through the 31st. So if you know anybody who wants to go to the Ark, because there were 19 tour buses, we have to get this thing out 6 months in advance. So we got to lock it down with 30 people with a $75 per person deposit to hold it. And of course, everything is refundable up to 31 days before the trip, unless you have travel insurance. So you're not losing anything. You're gaining a great deal. So again, God bless. Happy evening. And this is Cynthia and Kenny Reed in Muncie, Indiana / other side, Yorktown. Bye-bye.